Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone, these red velvet white chocolate chip cookies are perfect for somebody special for Valentine's Day. I found this on a website called cookingclassy.com. So here we go. In a medium-sized bowl, place 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 1/2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 1/2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. You'd also add a half teaspoon of salt here if you use unsalted butter. Stir the dry ingredients around until combined. In a large bowl, place 8 tablespoons of butter at room temperature and 6 tablespoons of all vegetable shortening, also at room temperature. Then add 1 1/2 cups of granulated sugar and mix that together with an electric mixer or by hand until it is light and fluffy. Once it's well combined and fluffy, add 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk and 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I blended that together a little bit before adding 1 1/2 teaspoons of white vinegar and a tablespoon of red food coloring. Blend that until it's a nice uniform shade of red. Scrape down the sides of the bowl as well. Now add the dry ingredients that we've already mixed up. Add them in 2 or 3 additions and then mix it up with a spoon in between each addition until it's well combined. Then stir in 1/3 of a cup of white chocolate chips. You could also use regular chocolate chips for this, but the white chocolate adds a really nice contrast to the red color of the cookies. Using a cookie scoop or a tablespoon, scoop out a portion of the dough, roll it between your hands until you get a ball shape and put it on a cookie sheet. A greased cookie sheet or one covered with parchment paper or a silicone mat. Roll the balls and don't squish them when you put them on the cookie sheet. They don't have to be squished. Then carefully press in a few white chocolate chips on the surface of the cookie. It's important when you're putting on the white chocolate chips that you don't squish those cookie dough balls flat. You want to make sure they stay in nice round shape because they do spread a lot when they're baking. And if they start out nice and high and round, they won't spread quite as much. If you do happen to flatten them a little bit, just bring them back into a ball shape before you bake them. 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 8 to 10 minutes until they are a little bit cracked on the top and they are set. Take them out of the oven, let them sit on the cookie sheet for a few minutes before you remove them onto cooling racks. And you'll see I didn't leave enough space between the cookies because they are touching a little bit. There are the completed cookies. If you've never had a red velvet cookie before, they do have a mild chocolate flavor to them. The white chocolate chips goes very well with that, and it's also a nice flavor in these cookies. The cookies themselves are lightly crispy with a chewy center, and those white chocolate chips are a really nice contrast to that bright red color. So red velvet white chocolate chip cookies, give them a try.